We started at the beginning of 80s, and the idea was because my late mother founded Škuc. That was the student organization and gallery, and then she transformed, and there was a need to exhibit young artists in Slovenia. And this is how the idea of this gallery started. So there were two, my mother and her friend, and about 40 artists. They come together and they form this community called Equrna Gallery. And this is how it all started. And technically, we were, I don't know if we can say we were the first private gallery, because at that time the private gallery were not allowed, but we were organized like the cultural community, and this was allowed. So, but how we were structured? So we have a gallerist, and we have 40 artists who we represent. And we took them to Art Basel and other shows around Europe, and this is how we worked. So technically we were organized in the way, and we were selling, of course, these artists everywhere. I mean, in Slovenia, in Yugoslavia, and of course in around the world. So that was the story of our gallery. And then, you know, slowly things changed in a way that in the 90s we privatized it. And since then we are just a private gallery who works in the field of fine arts. I think the relationship between artists and the gallery changed a lot. I think before it was more friendly based, you know, we were like, it was like a community, you know, and if you say something, that meant something. Nowadays, I think there is a need for professionalism in a way that we slowly start to work with contracts, and there are certain rules that you have to obey from both sides, of course, and this is the one thing that I think changed quite a lot. So the business side changed. I think the love for art stays the same. Because my buyers are mostly from Slovenia, nowadays I'm more focused on Slovenian artists mainly. So I don't represent foreign artists. The program I choose is it's personal, very personal in this regard, that if I feel that it has a potential, it's interesting, especially with young artists that are coming and that are bringing some new ideas or visual thinking that is all the time changing. I think for the gallerist it's very important that he is in the present. This is the most important thing. I mean, if you're too, let's say, too oriented in the future, you won't make it in the way, because you're too soon. If you are, and the other opposite of this is if you're too hang up on the past, this is even worse, because then you know, time just goes over you. I mean, this is the end of I think, in the gallery. Of course, with our tradition, because we have 40 years of tradition now, this is a bit of a decision that we have to make, because we have a lot of artists that are old that we help to build, and you know, usually you capitalize on this. This is the moment to capitalize. At the same time, if I'm honest, they may be boring for me. You know, I have to work with my generation. I have to work with younger people. They bring me more interesting ideas, more life, more. You know, there is always the potential to grow. You know, and looking at this, you know, I love modernism. I was brought up by modernism and modernistic art, and also postmodernism. But what is happening now, it's even more interesting. So sometimes I have to turn back to the past and just take what is happening now and to show this. And I think this was the most important thing for me. So it was a soft transition from what my mother built and what I'm trying to make a next step with this gallery. Well, to be brutally honest, I think there are just a few artists in Slovenia that are really, really interesting, and that's why it's really difficult to make a very ambitious program with the exhibitions and stuff like that, because very quickly you start to repeat yourself with the artwork, with the thinking and the stuff that is that's maybe already been seen, or you know, we've seen that. So I usually I try to find them at the academy, and this is one of my things that I'm always looking out for, the productions at the end of the year or in the end of the semester. And the other things are sometimes I talk to young people, you know, and I ask them, what do you think, what is interesting to you, what do you find? And then I listen to them, and if it resonates with me, then I go with the flow. Otherwise, it's just I would prefer to work with older because the older artists, what they bring is the professionalism, which is great, because I really enjoy the art that is professionally made. They know the zanat, the craft, and yeah, but they know how to build it. Yeah, the craft. But at the same time, the young artists bring the, you know, as I said, the energy, the new vision, the potential of something that could happen, and this is always so. This is inspiring for me, and that's why I'm trying to follow this feeling. I think this year I started. I mean, I have artists who were a little bit pushing on me. They wanted to go to the art fairs, and then I started to explore the market. What would be what kind of art, and where should I place it? Because this is very important to find the right artist for the right art show. This is I think if you match these two things, then you know good things can happen. And with this year, I started to look around, and we go to Art Market Budapest. That was our first, and there we made a connection, and we were invited to Art Zagreb and some other art show in also. And I thought that it would be good to explore this option, because I was a little bit. Usually, it's really it's hard work to go to the art market, and it's a lot of investment, and you're never sure whether this will pay off or not. But it's a catch that you have to take a risk, and then you have to try it and experience it and learn it, because next year you will find another plan to come and to maybe make some tweaks and bring some other artists, and you'll see what to, you have to measure the feeling and the vibe of the art market, because every city is different, every art market, every collectors are different, and you have to just find your spot. This is our first time at Art Zagreb. We were invited. We are very happy to be here, and I think it's a potential in this, because you have a good team, I think, that is organizing this art fair, and it's important because we in this region we don't have it in, let's say, in ex-Yugoslavia, we don't have any serious art market. There was some people trying in Slovenia. It was really disaster. So I think if you keep on pushing and if you keep on working on it, I think you can establish something very important for this community, because any way you look at you, in somehow we are still connected. I'm sorry, I'm speaking English. I'm not speaking Croatian. I understand, but just for the sake of easier communication, I decided to speak English. But I think we have some long-term connections, and I think Zagreb could be the point where things could happen. But it's up to you how you will work it out.